A difference you can see. ABC 45 News at 6 and 11.
45. Live from the ABC 45 newsroom, this is the evening edition for Wednesday, November 4th.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Runge.
And I'm Karen Jarvis. Thanks for being with us. Coming up on the ABC 45 News Evening Edition, they survived wind, rain, and mudslides. All just to lend a helping hand. It could be your neighbor. We'll tell you why.
Plus, you saw them for months, those negative campaign ads. So, did they help or hurt?
And chances are you're frustrated by them, but one day this could be you behind the wheel. How old is too old to drive in tonight's big picture? Those stories in just a moment, but first, Rob's here with weather first.
And somebody yesterday said it was only going to be in the 40s today.
You're watching ABC 45. Live from the ABC 45 newsroom, this is the final edition for Tuesday, November 3rd.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Michelle Kingsfield.
And I'm Chris Runge.
You're watching ABC 45. Live from the ABC 45 newsroom, this is the weekend edition for Sunday, January the 17th.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Trey Hardison. Thanks so much for staying up with us.
Good evening, I'm Frank Carboni. Tonight on ABC 45 late edition, foul weather blows into the Piedmont, leaving some damage in its wake. Then smile why you could be the next subject of a real-life cop show. Plus, paying the price for urban sprawl, how one Piedmont city is handling its growth. But first, look at what's ahead on News Central.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Jennifer Gladstone. Here's what's happening tonight.
I'm Frank Carboni. Coming up on UPN 48 News at 10. Giving is down, revenues are off, but not for one nonprofit CEO.
I'm Jeff Barn. Also coming up, are we setting ourselves up for deja vu all over again? Tonight, we take a look at national insecurity and what happens when the Secret Service gets separated from the president.
Then, why police are warning the elderly to be on the lookout. Good evening, everyone. Here's what's happening.
News 14 Carolina on ABC 45.
Hi, I'm Holly May with your ABC 45 Business News Update.
Now at 6 on Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45, looking for insight why Greensboro police are still investigating a double homicide and how they want the public's help. Also, confession in a shooting that left one dead, what authorities are saying about the incident. And school safety, a look at security procedures and protocols used at community colleges across this state.
You're watching Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sharon Stone. We will have those stories coming right up. First here at 6 o'clock. Meteorologist Terry Bennett is here with a first check of your weather on the One's forecast. Now at 11 on Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45. Two people are facing animal cruelty charges after starving dogs to the point of being nothing but skin and bones. How an animal shelter is helping those dogs get back to full strength. The man charged in a fatal hit and run that killed a Winston-Salem man earlier this year is facing more charges, these connected with a deadly fire in Carolina Beach. And a new look is coming to a section of High Point Road, what business owners say about the project.
You're watching Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45.
And thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sharon Stone. Those stories are coming right up.
I'm Rob Wu. Here's what's happening this Wednesday night.
The Greensboro City Council apologizes for what happened here in the 1979 Greensboro massacre. I'm Asal Razai with those details coming up.
In more arrests in the Durham statue takedown, those charged in court today facing felony charges. But do they have any regrets? Plus,
During Monday's solar eclipse, many of us will be behind the wheels. I'm Roman Balogan, and up next, I'll have details on do's and don'ts from the Department of Transportation.
You're watching Spectrum News on ABC 45.
Good evening and great to have you with us on this Wednesday evening. I'm Rob Blue. Let's start things off with a quick check of the weather.
Now at 6 on Spectrum News on ABC 45. The first snow of this year's winter season is here, making the late afternoon commute tricky. Our news crews are standing by to give you the very latest on the conditions and what you can expect. Plus, NCDOT crews across the area say they're ready to handle this first blast of winter. Their preparations to keep those who need to drive safe. And our meteorologist Terry Bennett will have your complete winter weather forecast. Spectrum News on ABC 45 at 6 starts right now. Good evening, I'm Kristen Drummond. Rob Wu has the day off. We have more on those stories in just a minute, but first tonight, the wintry weather. You're looking here at snow falling earlier today at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem.
You're watching Spectrum News on ABC 45. Get your Spectrum News anytime. Call today.
Covering the Triad and beyond. This is ABC 45 News at 6.
With adequate supply, we could vaccinate up to 7,000 or more patients per day at that site.
Novant's new plan to vaccinate people and who is now eligible. We're speaking to the experts tonight. Plus, a triple homicide leaves a community devastated after a gunman takes aim at his own family. What investigators are now learning. And back to class. UNC Greensboro's plan to keep students safe, but will it be enough? We're talking to teachers and students about the new pandemic plan. Good evening. I'm Camilla Rambaldi. Thank you for joining us for ABC 45 News at 6.
Covering the Triad and beyond. This is ABC 45 News at 11.
With adequate supply, we could vaccinate up to 7,000 or more patients per day at that site.
Novant's new plan to vaccinate people and who is now eligible. The latest from the experts tonight. A triple homicide leaves a community devastated after a gunman takes aim at his own family. What investigators are learning tonight.
With the inauguration just about a day and a half out now, President-elect Biden has plenty of plans for his first moments in office. I'm Scott Duman in Washington to give you a look.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for ABC 45 News at 11. I'm Camilla Rambaldi.
ABC, WXLV Channel 45.